Yeah, he wanted it to be like...
So you're running the show.
I'm running the show.
Okay.
He wanted it to be an all-female episode because he wants to prove that he's a feminist.
That's not true.
And I say...
This is Maggie's episode. She said she wanted to do. Don't let her fool you.
I'm pretty sure he asked me to do this. Anyway, welcome back to All the Marbles, where the stakes have never been higher. As always, I'm your host, Maggie Harris. Today in the studio, we have joining us... Oh my God, Erin, what's your last name?
Oh, it's totally okay. It's like so sweet.
Renesu?
I like to just hear people say it, so you said you try.
I just tried, like, it's like Renesu. Like, how do you...
It's close.
Resignu?
Residue.
Residue.
So, yeah.
Erin Residue.
Thank you.
Local comic. We also have Sarah O'Sullivan.
Whoa.
Local comic, local podcaster.
We're throwing these in.
Local women. Alrighty. You guys all know how to play. We just choose whatever little card we want and we'll go in a circle. You can ask whoever you want to answer the question on the card. And then we will discuss. And Erin, you are in the party seat, so you get to go first.
I get to go first? Okay, I don't want to choose my own card, so I'm going to choose this skull.
Okay.
This looks kind of ominous.
Those are worst cards. The worst of things.
Oh, worst tourist attraction? Probably, like, I know it sounds bad to say, but, like, any kind of, like, Holocaust, like, museum, like... I know it's important for us to be, like, you know, aware of it, but, like, it's depressing, and, like...
That's really good.
I went to one on vacation once, and it's, like, it's really hard to be jazzed about anything else after that, like, and your parents always make you go to those, and you're like, this is just really fucking sad, so
yeah.
That's what I would have to say. Yeah, worst tourist attraction.
And then it's like, what do you do afterwards?
Yeah.
What do you...
Yeah, like...
Yeah, once you tour the labor camps, it's like, you know, it's really hard to go upbeat from there, so...
I always thought that was weird that they kept bringing it back every year in history class, too.
What made me so sad? And so it's like, when I was on vacation, I was like, this is the last fucking thing I want to do right now. Yeah, I think it's important to bring awareness, but I was like, the rest of the day is ruined. So, yeah that's fine. That's a good one.
Okay, am I supposed to pull one and ask it to somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I guess
It's okay.
I didn't do
It's
that
okay.
right.
No, that was a great answer.
I've only done this twice. So,
It was a great answer.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Okay, Maggie, what would make Kansas City a better place to live?
Oh,
That's a good question.
now, I don't want to get political. My car has been broken into twice in the last 4 months. And I wish that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to point fingers. Maybe there's a drug problem. It seems like the people that are breaking into my car are on drugs because they don't have a lot of common sense. One person tried to break in and hotwire my car, but they did it wrong. So when they couldn't, like, steal it, they just got really mad, trashed the whole thing, like, totaled my car. Like,
Oh my gosh, that's
because they couldn't
awful.
steal it. Yeah. That's something that I would say. But I haven't been here very long. How long have you guys been in Kansas City?
Gosh, like most of my life, I think. Yeah.
All my life.
Yeah.
Okay, being lifelongers.
I will say, like, I grew up in Lee Summit, though. So, like, when I moved to the plaza, my car's been broken into a couple times. And the last time they tried to steal it, I did leave the keys in there. And I kid you not, I was going to fill up with gas next day. And I was like, oh, I'm good. I'll make it there. They literally were in the middle of stealing my car, and I ran out of gas.
Yes.
Yeah. It was the most,
lucky.
like, empowering thing to happen. Because I was like, because at the time I didn't want to tell people. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? You know, because like, the car was just like in the middle of the parking garage, and so I had to get a new key because they chucked the key, which was like,
What the fuck?
really?
They're
you
on
know?
drugs.
And they're on drugs. Yeah, this is the new Dare commercial. But yeah, so the dealership was like, yeah, we thought your car wasn't working. We just realized it was out of gas. I'm like, that's why they couldn't steal it. It was in the middle of like them backing it out, and it just like ran out of gas.
You're so smart.
That's why I really pushed the limits on it. Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
a good
gonna take
question.
one of these. Relationship/personal shit.
Now mine feel weird. I don't know. Okay.
No.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, Erin, I'm gonna ask you. What's the last text you ignored and why?
Oh, I hate
like
that
that.
because I'm not great at answering texts. So it's like I did this question on purpose because I thought other people would make me feel better. So, Probably from. Let's see. Last text I ignored. I know it sounds bad, but probably from my mom. So she'll send me like just like her conscious thoughts. So I'll get like 8 to 10 in a row.
Snaps.
And once
yeah.
she knows I'm like present, it like even gets more in depth, you know? And so I did ignore her last text about getting a back brace for my posture. So.
Oh my God.
She sent me a link. She's like, you can't even tell you're wearing it underneath your shirt. And I'm like, okay.
Do you have read receipts on for her?
I turned my parents on so I could see when they read it because I control issues with that. But no, they can't tell when I read it. No,
Nice.
I'm not. I can't do that with people. I can't have my read receipts on. So,
Yeah, agreed.
yeah.
I bought the Taylor Swift like for me bra that's supposed to it's posture correcting. It was $220. But then
Holy shit, better work.
and then a week later I bought tickets to Hawaii and I was like, I can't afford this bra, so I didn't even try it on. I just sent it back.
Holy shit.
I've done the same thing sometimes where I'm like, I have money, I just got paid. And
Like-
you're like, what was I thinking?
Well, yeah, that was a very stupid purchase.
I kind of love it though. I like that you leaned into. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get this like posture correcting bra.
I don't even need it.
Was it push up too? Like, I mean, it seems like $220.
It was like a really tight tank top.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, my mom would love it. She's like, you know, you can't even tell it's underneath your shirt. So.
Yeah, I can send her the link.
I'm like, my posture's the way it is at this point, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no correcting it anymore.
Yeah.
We've grown into it. All right, Aaron, your turn.
Ooh. Okay, I'll do this one.
Those are first date cards. Good questions to ask on a first date.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to ask you this. If everything in the world was made of candy, what type of candy would you want your bed to be made of?
Cotton candy.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
That was
Katy
so
Perry.
quick.
That
was
was good.
so-
It's like you've thought about this before.
No, I don't know why. As soon as I heard the word candy, I was like, cotton candy. And then once you finished it, I was like, no, that's even better. Yeah, that'd be so comfy. As long as I don't get super wet. Like, if I sweat in the night, then maybe that'd be really.
I think there'd be like a cushioning on it, you know? Like,
Okay.
Maybe, yeah. I'm picturing like the Barbie movie, I feel like.
Oh, true. Mm-hmm. I'm picturing Teenage Dream.
Oh, yes.
California Girls.
Yes. That song still gets me.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love Katy Perry. Have you heard her new song at all?
No.
Yeah, she just came out with a new song. I don't know if you know who Trisha Paytas is. But okay, you would fucking love Trisha Paytas, and she's in the music video, and it's lit as fuck. But
What does Trisha Paytas do?
she's just had so many side quests. Like, she's just a person who has the most lore that you've ever like discovered in your life.
Love.
Like, she is one of the Guinness World Record books for like the fastest talking or whatever.
What?
Like, she's a huge fast talker.
crazy.
She was also in an Eminem music video, and then she was on Big Brother, and then she was
That would
like,
be a dream of mine.
yeah, and she like recreates music videos. She recreated Zac Efron's scene in High School Musical where it was like he was on like the golf course. You know what I'm talking about?
Everybody's always talking at me.
Yeah, she did that, and she dressed up.
With one of the most iconic podcasts of the 2020s. Okay.
It's like one of the best things you could say about someone. Like, I want to
He's
work up to
talking
that.
again.
Yeah.
Okay,
right, Sarah.
I'll grab one. Ooh, okay. Maggie, the first time you felt invincible.
Oh, I would probably like the first time that I beat up my brother. I have two older brothers,
Oh,
and we were always picking on each other. But I'm kind of a wimp. But the first time that I got my brother to like submit, I just like grabbed his nipples and stuff.
Oh, that was the trick. Okay.
That was the trick. I felt like nothing could ever stop me. And I've never stopped feeling that way since. Let's
Yeah,
go.
especially an older brother. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing better. Sarah, what foods in your current diet will no longer be available in 50 years?
I'm just gonna go with Red Bull. I drink that every single day. I feel like that, maybe once the Gen Alpha generation grows up, they're going to be like, hey, this is literally like gasoline, you know, like this is just lighter fluid. I know it's really, really bad for you because of how much it makes me shit and how anxious it makes me. So
Why do you drink it?
Because it's so, yes, it ignites me. It wakes me up. It tastes so good. I've gotten addicted to just the taste to the point where I'm like, I wish I could have this not caffeinated and just get the taste.
Okay, that is crazy. Yeah. Do you guys remember Four Loko at all?
Yes.
Were you around when they did the original Four Loko?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
It had energy in it. It's like, holy shit, they were selling this in like grocery stores, like along with K2. So, you know, it's like, yeah, that was, what a time to be alive.
Don't they have alcohol in them?
Yeah, 100% they do. You
Oh.
could get blacked out on one of those. Like, we would split one in college. Like, you could, between two girls. But,
jeez.
yeah, they were like, this is so horrible for you. We have to get off the shelves. But
I want one.
R.I.P. Four Loko. Yeah, it's not the same now.
Good friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Four Loko, come on. Come on the show. That sounds good.
Send us a case of the original shit.
Yeah. Sponsor us, please.
They have some originals in Asia, I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you go over to Japan, you can get some original Four Loko.
Okay, gotcha. I thought we could like ship them here, but that might be a little bit like
Customs.
shady.
I don't know.
Customs.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, Maggie, worst age group / grade to teach at school.
Oh, so I was a zoo camp teacher.
Zoo camp? I didn't know you had that.
I was a substitute teacher for a couple of years, and then I started teaching zoo camp in the summer, it's like summer camp, but you also teach them about the environment and endangered species and stuff.
Cool.
Super fun.
Do you get to be around them?
Yeah, the animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
Oh my God,
Made
that's
friends
awesome.
with all the parrots and the penguins. It was so fucking good. But the kids, I was teaching 8 and 9-year-olds. That was like the best age group, I think. The worst to me would be the 4 to 5-year-olds. Like, I just
Their
can't.
attention span, yeah.
You have to be so patient. It takes them like 10 minutes to put on their shoes.
They're so dumb.
They're so dumb. You have to help everyone.
I hate saying it, but it's just like, oh my God.
Fuck these kids.
You can't do anything on your own.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah.
Have you guys taught at
It's
all?
almost worse if they can walk, you know? It's like, because they can run somewhere. It's like, that's all you can do is
Exactly.
run. You can't think, but...
They are so sweet. Like, they'll
Yeah.
give you just hugs and tell you they love you, which is awesome.
Aw.
But it's not worth it, the trade-off. I've done the math.
I would think junior high, but it's just because, like, girls are awful. 7th and 8th grade, I feel like.
Girls are mean.
Yeah, I was going to say like 13-year-olds, like somewhere where they're just now hitting puberty. Like, I was a fucking menace once I started getting horny. Like, so.
But if you can be their best friend.
That's all I wanted. I mean, as a case manager, I would want to be, and it's like I never felt as uncool as I did around, like...
Really?
Well, like, it just, like... I thought that I would be the cool one, like the cool case manager. It's like Mean Girls, where it's like, I'm not like the regular moms. I'm like a cool one, you know? And it's like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to, like, talk to teachers. And I was like, I was one, like, not too long ago, but...
I'm a cool person here to check in
I'm
on
trying
you.
to tell them you can't tell them you're cool, or it feels like less cool. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't ask. But I do.
Okay. Erin, what do you think I should know about myself that perhaps I'm unaware of?
Ooh.
That's okay. That's a really good question. I think honestly it reminded me of like when we had like our podcast last time. You brought up like, and I'm kind of vague on it, but like a little bit like insecure about like going up on stage or some kind of confidence thing. And I remember in that moment being like, that surprised me so much because you come off so incredibly confident. So it's like how you feel personally is just not how I felt like you show everyone else. And like you're really good at hosting, like when you hosted at Tin Roof and everything. So I think like I don't want you to know that like whatever you're feeling inside, it's not what appears to everyone else, but like in a good way. You come off really confident, so.
Damn, bitch. Okay, I needed that. Stop. That's so sweet. Let me
She's
give you a
an
kiss.
actress.
Mwah.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
This is all the marbles for the stakes have never been higher. Thanks for watching.
This is what happens when 3 girls do a podcast. We just start kissing each other and complimenting each other.
This is gonna be the best one you've had, Taylor.
No arguments yet. Alrighty, is it my turn?
I believe so.
Okay. Alrighty, Aaron. Do you have siblings?
I have a brother. Yeah.
Are you close with your sibling? Who is the favorite child of you and your brother? And if you are a parent, do you have a favorite child? Are you a parent?
I am not, thankfully.
Okay.
Yeah. No kids here. So.
Just are you close?
It's
and
the
who's
most.
the favorite?
That's like the thing I'm like most proud of in my life is that I have not
Hell yeah.
procreated at all. So.
Keep it that way.
That's a good one.
I know. I feel very responsible. Just every day, I'm like, I have no one really like has to rely on me. But I have an older brother, so he's 4 years older than me, and I do joke about in my podcast. Wow, my sets quite a bit. So, and he knows about it. But he. I will say he set the bar kind of low. He's currently incarcerated, so I'm kind of the golden child just by default, just because, like, I graduated from high school. My parents were like, you're done,
Yeah.
So
That's all you needed to do.
But we've gotten close, like, recently because with him being incarcerated, he has a lot of time on his hands, so he has to call me. I can't call him.
Right.
And so we've been talking a lot on the phone, and it's like in 10-minute intervals, but it's been really nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
So how recent?
Like honestly yesterday. So I mean, but he's going to be in for like the next year. So
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I know it sounds like kind of messed up, but him being like incarcerated, like giving him a lot of time on his hands, and so I think he's like called a lot of people in his life that like he kind of like lost track of when he was going through shit. So we've gotten pretty close. So
Good.
Yeah, it feels good.
Good.
It is your turn, Aaron, to draw a card if you like.
Ooh, okay.
Any card.
Where are these guys? What is this one?
Crystal ball cards about the future.
Ooh.
Oh, this is awful.
Oh.
Sorry. Maggie, I'll ask you. How many times will you experience heartbreak in the next 20 years?
Ooh. What is heartbreak?
I was saying the same thing. I was like, I've sworn off dating right now, so I feel like,
The
Yeah.
next 20 years? I wonder if my parents are going to die in the next 20 years. Fuck.
You never know, bitch.
I didn't even know that.
You never know. I'm going to say, okay, how many times have I been heartbroken?
I like those little sounds you make.
Like,
yeah.
friends can heartbreak your heart. Death can break your heart. Getting fired can break your heart. Is that what is that count, or is it only talking about romantic?
How about we'll just talk strictly
Romantic,
romantic?
Okay. Once. That's my guess. I don't know.
One in 20 years?
That's my
Next 20
guess.
years? Yeah, I hope
Good
it
for
only
you.
takes one more time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just
Nice.
really stone over, and then I won't feel anymore.
That'd be
That's
sick.
what I'm trying to do.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Yes.
How long have you been swearing off dating?
It's on and off. It's definitely just depends on the day. Like, okay, this isn't like a really hard thing. Okay, but
Depends how big the dig is.
yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't dated someone like seriously for about like at least a year and a half to 2 years now. So I'm in that like really sweet spot where you can wake up in the morning and you're like, I can check my phone and it really like no one's really, I don't have to account for anything. You
No
know?
one needs me.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
No one-
exactly. Yeah, or no one can like keep you on red or anything. It's like it's kind of
True.
this feeling. So
True.
Yeah.
yeah.
That is nice.
I'm going to guess 5 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah.
I think 20 years, 5 is pretty, yeah. I'd say I tend to get myself into pretty long-term relationships, and then I take huge breaks in between that.
Okay.
So I think 5 would be safe to say. I'm currently, I wasn't dating for like 6 months. After like being single, I was celibate for 6 months, like kind of purposefully, but also kind of just like that's just what was happening, you know?
Damn.
To re-virginize yourself.
Yeah, exactly. My pussy's tight now, finally. But
I don't know about that
But-
one. I'm sorry.
but I will say I have started dating recently, and it's made me realize some things for sure. I've been on some accidental dates that I didn't realize that were dates, and I've dated some older men, and I've realized, not for me.
Say names. Tom Thompson.
I wish. That'd be sweet. Me and Tom are actually going to a concert together in the fall.
Hell yeah, dude. He's a nice guy. He has
I
a nice
know.
car.
Wait till she finds
I
out
can't
it's a
wait.
date.
Wait till she finds out it's a
Exactly.
date. Wait.
That's the hardest part, though, is like figuring out if it's a date. Because like
I don't fucking know.
and also too, it's like I don't want to be a bitch, and then like someone asks me to hang out, and I'll be like, well, you know, I'm not interested. And they're like, we're just trying to hang out as friends, and then I feel weird. So it's like I hang out with them, I'm like, nah, this is a date.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. And
Well-
then I feel even weirder because I'm like, that's not why I thought that we were like hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
That was the exact situation where people were asking me to hang out, and I'm just like, you know what?
A dick and be like, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, like we've been friends for 2 years, so obviously it's just like what's been going on for 2 years. No, bitch, you're just trying to corner me to fuck me. Like,
Oh,
Damn.
God. It's so awkward. It's like, why put me in this position? You know, it's like, if I wanted to fuck you, you'd know.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
false advertisement on their part. I think it is a little manipulation. Like they know what they're fucking doing by not explicitly being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm interested in you," because they knew if they were to
Yes.
say that, I'd be like,
Yes.
"Yo, bro, not this. I'm not interested in you."
But when you come into it being like, oh yeah, we're already friends, so like nothing weird is going on, like
That's the worst.
That is the worst.
They ruin, like, a
just
friendship,
say
yeah.
like I kind of wanna fuck you.
Yeah.
And so I can say no. So
Yes.
I can.
Yeah, instead of being like, I don't even know if there's anything open tonight. We should just go back to my place. Like, it's still open.
The comedy club is always open.
That's the worst.
Ooh, okay. Who was the last person to get asked something?
I think I was.
Okay, Aaron. Best TV show that should have gotten another season.
I have a very like strong opinion about this. So, and everyone should go watch the first season of it because it's honestly devastating that they don't have a second one. And I went down a rabbit hole to find out why. But My So-Called Life.
Never heard of it.
Okay, it was like in the 90s. It was like 90s, like high school kids, and it's like iconic. Claire Danes was the main character in it, and I researched it, and I guess like she decided to drop out, and so they decided not to have a second season, which
What the
I
fuck,
kind of hate her
Claire?
for because like honestly, when you guys watch it, the pilot, it has everything that you would want in it. Like it's so good, and like the 90s fashion and everything. Like you
Sex,
just won't
rock and
regret
roll,
it.
drugs.
It's on Hulu, so yeah.
Nice.
But I remember being like really weirdly sad when I couldn't watch the second season.
I
was
bet.
like and like pissed at Claire Danes. I was like, why the fuck did you have to experience high school and drop out? You know, it's like you're not gonna be famous for
Do better. Yeah.
Yeah, but please, yeah, watch it. It's My So-Called Life, season 1. Okay?
My So-Called Life.
Yeah.
How old is Claire Danes when she's filming that show?
She was, I know way too much. She was 15 at the time, so
15?
she was like in the
Damn.
height of like high school. So she wanted to experience high school, and
Yeah.
so that's why she decided. What you
But,
know?
like-
What? Fuck high school. You get to be in like a cutting edge like show because they were looking to take it off like the network or whatever because like they talk about like abortion and stuff in it, but like stuff that like actually like you know.
Yeah.
But it's so well done. Like it's really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I know. And
Does
Freaks and Geeks. I guess that'd be the only other one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Geeks.
So good.
Great
Yeah.
show.
You'd fit in that show with your outfit right now, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's why I dress like this. Maybe. Maybe I just always wanted to be a part of Freaks and Geeks. Taylor, is that correct? Did I always want to be a part of Freaks and Geeks?
Most likely.
Adds up.
Did you wear that leather like vest with like leather pants at Tin Roof once?
I did.
That outfit was
So
great.
hot.
It was so
It
hot.
really was.
Thank you.
You gotta wear that again.
I definitely do.
It sounds creepy that I remember it, but I was like, that is a great outfit.
I was hoping that everyone would remember me.
I did, yeah. 'Cause, like, leather is hard to pull off, and like
Hard to feel comfortable in.
I saw a girl at the winery, and I was like, "Girl, you picked the wrong choice." I just saw her hobbling up like
Today?
You know, it was like a while ago, but it was hot out.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Taylor
thank
Schilling,
you.
Craft Services.
I love a
looks
male
so
servant.
Like everyone else was in sundresses, and she chose to wear leather
Girl.
pants. I know, I felt so bad.
You're
I was
hurting
like,
yourself.
Oh, she was. I thought she was gonna have a heat stroke right there at the winery.
Sarah, tell me about the first time that you hated yourself or something you'd done.
Ooh. Whoa, that's tricky.
That's heavy.
Because I feel like there's so many things to hate myself.
No, that's not the purpose of the card.
You know what? I'm going to go with a pretty adult answer, and I'm going to say, okay, there's definitely times where I hated myself much more before this. They just don't come to mind. But I think when it comes to maintaining like adult friendships, it's a much different ball game than when you have friends as like a teenager or a kid, and just kind of realizing that, oh fuck, like I have to put effort into these relationships in order to
Yeah.
maintain them. And so just kind of feeling like a piece of shit for like maybe not reaching out to people as much, you know. But then again, you know, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
So something along those lines. I've never really crossed anybody, and the people that I have crossed, for good fucking reason, they goddamn deserved it. So
I believe you.
I totally get that though. Yeah.
That is a good one.
Because, like, some people, I will say that, like, I don't mind if someone cancels on me. I really don't. You know? And so, but some people, like, it really gets to them. And it's like, you know, I had to figure that out with, like, friends where it's like, you know, some people take canceling really personally. Where if someone else cancels, I go, well, now I have a time that I could cancel.
Yeah.
Now I have, like, a card. Yeah, exactly.
I don't mind if someone cancels, but I do mind if they don't, like, just don't text me back.
That'd be insane.
When you, yeah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, you have to
That
say
would
something
be
back.
insane.
Yeah.
When you have plans.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Aaron, it's
Oh,
your
my turn. I always forget. What are these little guys?
It's so
I can say it. It's fine. I'll just go with it.
It's
Ooh.
worst part.
Okay, I want both of you guys to answer this. Worst month of the year. And now remember, we live in fucking Missouri, so.
bruh, January.
January goes forever.
It goes for so long, and I
Yeah.
feel like the weather is so fucking terrible. It makes me so depressed, and bad things always happen in January for some reason. Like, yeah, I don't know. And there's no holidays. There's no holidays in that month. There's nothing to look forward to. You're just trying to get
True.
over it.
Ugh, my birthday's in February. It's the worst month to have a birthday. Like, everyone doesn't want to go out. They're, like, fucking done. They're like, we just did New Year's. They're staying in for, like, the next 3 months. Like, it's the worst month to have a birthday in. Because I think both January and February are so fucking depressing. I think everyone just kind of, like, signs up for seasonal depression here in Missouri. So, yeah. I don't know anyone who's like, yeah, I just, like, love when the sun just goes down at 4 o'clock. Like, really, though. And I got one of those lamps. They don't fucking do anything.
That early sunrise.
Yeah, I was like, I got one of those Amazon like lamps that's supposed to like help with seasonal depression. I'm like, fuck this.
Thank you.
That's hilarious, dude. What about you?
Back in school, I graduated college last year, and I always hated March. Like, it felt like such a slog to get through that month right in the middle of the second semester. And that's when I got my seasonal depression. But this year, I really liked March because of all the, like, dogwood trees. And that's when all the pretty purple and white flowers
yeah.
started to bloom. The trees started to get green. That felt a lot better. So in Missouri, maybe I'll say January as well. Fuck January.
Fuck January. My birthday's in March too, so. But also, it's either going to be a really nice day on my birthday, or there's going to be fucking snow. You
March is
never
always
know.
Shitty. Yeah, it's like February's just always like a piece of shit month, but Yeah, I wish my parents would have conceived me, at a different time.
Yeah.
But, people are gonna fuck.
People be fucking.
It's so weird to say about my parents.
Ooh, I like this, and I want both of you to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the power move.
Admit something.
I forgot I put that in there.
Yeah, I'll admit something too, but after you. Guys.
Maggie, you gotta go first.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a drink.
Oh my god. I don't even know. I'm gonna. Give me a second to think.
Okay. I have a little shot in here. I might take that.
I'm good, thank you.
This pizza's so good. Oh, I'm good. Thank you, though.
I think that I had psychopathic tendencies in high school.
Explain.
Please do. Yeah.
I
I'm,
just-
fascinated.
When I think about it now,
You weren't like dissecting animals or anything, were you?
no, I just like
That's
did
the
not
only thing I would judge
give
you
a
on.
fuck.
I would be like, not cool.
I was all like reaching an end. Everything was a means to an end. I was obsessed with getting into college for free, like throughout all of my life, and like
You
I
sound
did
like
not.
a really good kid, though.
I did
that
not-
Seems like I wish I would have cared.
Me too.
I didn't do anything that wasn't for that purpose, though. And when I think about it, I don't know. I just don't think that I actually cared about anything or anyone.
You're what movies are made of, It's like Booksmart or whatever. Like the person who that's all they care about. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to care more about school, but I always felt like it was gonna work out. But yeah, like the idea that was like your mindset. Do you think it was because like you wanted to go to school for free just to show that you could do it, or do you think it's because like you wanted to like show your parents like, hey, I can like pay for this on my own? Like, what do you
Yeah.
think was like the ambition behind it?
Definitely like I want my parents to be proud of me sort of thing. Like,
That's like actually incredibly sweet. And now whatever I say is gonna be like shitty, but yeah.
I know. Oh, I had to admit that I'm extremely intelligent. and-
I said I had
I was a great kid and
tendencies.
I don't know, a psychopath. You're like, I just want my parents not to pay for college, so I tried really hard. No, actually, Maggie, you gotta admit something better. Yeah, I can't do that one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But good for you, dude.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to discount that. Yeah.
Well, shoot.
I think I'm just jealous because I never had a 5-year plan, so I'm like, oh, but yeah. But no, you gotta admit something better or something different.
The
something
first
different.
time that I got drunk,
Oh yeah, there
I
we go.
stole some of my dad's Jägermeister
Oh shit.
and I smoked a cigarette.
Did you feel so cool?
Yes.
I would. Yeah. Was it a menthol or like what
It
cigarette
was okay, so it was the summer after I graduated high school, and it was like the bad boy in my class. They were his Marlboro Reds.
Oh, see, that's a cool
Classic.
cigarette to like
Yeah.
smoke. Yeah.
But I tasted it in my mouth for days afterwards. I hated it, and I hadn't smoked another cigarette until like October when I moved here, and everyone was smoking cigarettes at the comedy club.
Yeah, I can't do it. I want to for the field trips, but yeah.
How about you, Aaron? Admit something.
Well, gosh. Admit something? Could you guys pick the category and then I'll admit something? That would help. Yeah.
Sex.
Oh shit. Come on. Okay, fine. Sex, okay. Okay, I'll admit something. I think sexting can be kind of awkward. Like sometimes I think I try to scroll up and see what words they used for certain parts to like use the right one. Because there's just not a good word for masturbate. So I'm saying this on a podcast right now, but that's okay.
You gotta match the freak.
But I'm just saying, like, what word do we use? Some people say, I mean, does anyone else go through this?
Rubbing one out. Oh yeah, I hate
Because
sexting.
like I know, but you're feeling this new person out, right? And masturbating, like some people, 100%, that's their word. Other people, they're like, wow, scientist over here, like masturbating, or touching myself. That sounds weird. So it's like,
Playing with myself.
oh no, I can't do that. Actually, I've been wanting to ask advice, so this is actually a good time for it.
Okay.
So sexting. Masturbating, like that word does not sound ever good. But touching myself also sounds like, I think it's the best of. But
I agree.
Better than playing with my. I can't even finish
I'm trying
that
to think of
sentence.
what I would say.
Oh.
I'd probably
rubbing
say
one out?
touching,
Oh god, but it's like to say it to someone else.
feeling
you're like,
myself.
Feeling
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's more mild.
Did your parents ever growing up like? This is gonna go somewhere. Not dark, but they'd be
Touchy.
like, "Quit jacking off," you know. And now it's like, oh, that's like kind of a weird thing to say. but
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
Because
thought
it
of
was a jag off. And then people started saying jack.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
that. Was it okay?
It was jag off.
But yeah, they'd be like, "Quit jacking off over there." And now
Taylor's
it's
shaking
like,
his head. I think that that's wrong. I'm just saying shit. I just feel like they're used interchangeably. Jag and jack.
Jag and Jack.
So that's what I'm a bit about that.
Comment
sex is like I
below.
feel awkward with sexting sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. Comment below a good replacement for masturbation in sexting.
Or just like the women parts in general. I'm sorry, but like we have vagina and pussy, and that is it.
Those are the only words. Yeah.
Those are the only two.
Yeah. Coochie's stupid.
But no one's. You can't use that. Like,
Yeah.
How about my wet holes?
oh god, I'm like, ooh. If you say hole, I'm like,
Good to know.
Ow.
Yeah.
Good to
Ow.
know.
Ow. Yeah. But it's like 0 to 100. You can't just have like a cute little word in between. You know, we just
Yeah.
got one or the other. It's like either like science class or yeah.
I feel like we can't leave this card without you also admitting something.
100%. You
Okay.
have to.
Okay, I'll admit. I was trying to think of what I would admit. I have stories that I could admit, but actually, I'm going to admit something that if any girls are watching this and feel insecure about this thing, hopefully this will make them feel better. But I am so insecure about not having any curves. Like, y'all haven't seen me naked, but like, your girl's not working with much. So I don't have a ass and I really don't have titties either. But I am definitely more insecure about my ass. And since I've gotten into the dating scene again recently, my insecurity has just kind of like gone through the roof because I realize like I catch myself like when a guy grabs my ass, like I really enjoy a guy grabbing my ass. Like I like it when somebody is just like wanting me and grabbing my body. But every time a guy grabs my ass, I'll like move. So that way I know that there's more meat. You know what I mean? Like when your leg is like turned a certain way, it like is harder, you know? So like if I'm having sex and a guy goes to grab my ass, I'll literally like completely switch position so that way there's
It
like
feels like there's something there.
it feels like there's more there, and it's just gotten to the point where I just can't even enjoy it. Like I want to enjoy somebody
Damn.
like wanting my body, but to me it just doesn't feel that way. And also to add to that, like people, when you're like really skinny, you don't have a lot of curves, nobody ever really comments on that parts of your body. Like nobody's ever like, oh, I love your boobs, I love your ass. I can't tell you the last time that somebody's ever said something like that to me. So it'd be really nice if somebody liked that part of me,
Yeah.
but nobody ever comments on it.
I
So,
will say I check out your ass every time I see
100%.
you.
I think
there's
I
nothing
will-
there.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I'm like,
Also-
am I straight? Yes, but yeah. But I mean, I think you dress yourself really. I mean, every time I see like you know, I think you dress yourself really well, and I think honestly, I know it doesn't always make you feel better to hear someone else say it, but like, I think it also is cool that you said that because it's like it's so surprising to hear you say that because like when you show up, I always like what you're wearing and everything, and like, you just
look perfect all the
yeah,
time.
That's not true.
It's like even hot girls like have but no, I don't mean to say like that, but I think honestly, I think it's one of those things you have to find a way. Like, I'm not saying do like you could do like a boudoir like shoot or something, but like find a way to like do something where like you get to see your body in a light that like maybe you haven't been able to capture on your own. I think
Yeah.
that's really important to do.
Yeah, that could be a good idea. I definitely.
Seriously though, yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
find a way to like I think photography can be a really cool way to like see your body from someone else's point of view.
Yeah. I definitely would like to start working out the lower half of my body here soon, especially since I've been dating recently. I'm like, I need to fucking do squats. But
But see, your body fits you though. Like your body fits you.
Yeah.
Like I know it doesn't feel the same like having someone else say it, but like, yeah, I've always thought that you had curves. I never saw you as like not having curves. It
That's
just felt like-
crazy.
yeah.
Thank you for your admission.
Yeah, but thank you
yes.
for being there.
So if
Yeah,
you guys ever
seriously.
feel that way too, like I.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
gosh, yeah.
You know.
I can't have a scale in the house, so I mean, I can't at all. So
I think about back when I was like 19, I went through kind of a hoe phase. And then after that, I lost like 25 pounds. And I like
From all the pure
looked
sex
back.
you were having? Or?
I looked back at pictures of myself and I was like, oh my gosh, like back when I looked like that, I was getting all of that. And that made me realize that if people are having sex with you, like it's because they want to be having sex with you.
Okay, you're
there's
right.
no way that you can hold your ass that they're not gonna want to have sex with
Well,
you.
especially guys in general. Like, there's so much, when it comes physically, I think they're so much easier to please than we realize, so.
Yeah, true.
Just gonna say, they're happy where they're at, so.
And women are lovely and nice.
Yeah. We can take nudes and they just
And
look
we
nicer
also-
than, like, guy nudes. Like, let's be
Yeah.
real, like, a guy's nudes, it's like, oh, here we are. We're like, a woman, it's like, it can look artistic, like, it can look
Oh
like.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I love a good nude that's like from here.
the angles.
I've taken a nude from there before where it's like pussy and lower tit, and
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
that shit's hot.
I had an
True.
album just like, and I look back at it for myself. That's what you gotta do. You should
Yes.
save your best nudes, because, like, I look back and I'm
Okay.
like, hey, these are looking pretty good, Aaron.
You know what? I'd like to have a nude from every age.
well.
I definitely
could.
got some minor photos in there of
Oh
myself.
gosh, flip phones though, and those really couldn't do anything.
If there was a button that you could push and then the whole world changed to where every year on your birthday there is a neutral nude photo of you posted online.
Is it one I like?
It's just
God, I went
like
right
into
you
it.
go into a shoot. You have to just stand there with your arms to your
Oh.
sides. Someone takes a picture of you in a white room.
I want to pick the nude that's gonna be out there.
Oh, okay.
And be like, oh no, this got out, you know, like.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
'Cause,
terrible.
I mean, I think in general, it's like the best advice we can give to younger girls is to not
Post
take
your nudes.
Yeah, don't.
Oh.
But if you're going to, make sure if it leaks
hot.
that you would be proud of it.
Yeah, yeah. Don't take
come out,
shitty
yeah.
nudes and send.
18 and up, yeah, but
Yeah.
Bro, I've had
Own them.
But I've always thought, like, you know what? If you run for office, like, you're like, you know, damn, I look good. You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
have your
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
You just don't want to know that you're like, I was partial on that, and I just sent it out, you know? Like,
Go all
Like,
in.
you're gonna send one, be all in. Just
That's
think, if I ran
hilarious.
for like office, would I want this like plastered across? Like,
Both holes in the picture.
Oh, both holes. You like that word? Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that.
what, the butthole.
the
Oh my
butthole.
god, if my butthole ever got posted, I would kill myself.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Good
Is
to
like
know.
that's what I'm saying with nudes. Is you gotta think like if this got leaked, yes, you'd be upset. Your parents or family would see it, but you'd be like, oh, that looked pretty good though. You know, like, that's yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep us rolling. That was a good card.
It was yeah.
All right, Aaron, what is the worst local, regional, or national event to start playing the Star Spangled Banner?
I think I just think of the one that had Fergie do like the national anthem. Did you guys ever hear that?
Yes, dude, she did terrible.
Don't. That's not a song you remix. Like it's been there forever.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, you see, like the players are like, what? Like that was probably the most god awful representation of that.
But she did
Anthem.
it. Like,
Yeah, but
she
like,
would.
why? You know, like yeah.
True.
But I love how she just committed to it. She
Yep.
completely, because like as soon as you think the song is like done, she would hit like another note, but it would be like weird.
Yeah. And then she's
Yeah.
got to resolve it. And
You just never knew what the next note was. So it was awful, but I do like respect the commitment to it. But yeah, that has to be the worst one I've seen.
That's such
Sure.
a good answer.
one.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It just came to mind right away.
I think you're a genius.
Yeah.
I know. Thanks, guys. I like all these like sound effects. These are great.
It is your turn. Any card.
Okay.
Somebody.
I'm gonna
Oh,
choose my- I'm gonna
yeah.
choose my
Do it,
card.
do it.
Okay, I'm scared.
Oh wow! I forgot I wrote this. I was a little high when I wrote it. So, okay. Can I have both of you guys answer it again? 'Cause
I
just
like
think it's
that.
fun.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Do you think we should have freed Britney? Why or why not? And there is a part 2 to this question. If reincarnation was real,
Oh my god.
would you come back as one of her Pomeranians or her ex-fiance Sam?
Oh, shit.
So it is a part 2. So answer what you want to, but yeah, I obviously wrote this high, so yes. I stand behind it.
Yeah. I I'll answer real quick. First of all, definitely want to come back as one of the Pomeranians.
100%.
I don't want to come back as the man. And then second of all, yeah, I think we should free Britney. And she's not free. Like, we're all like, oh, she's free now, bitch. I just don't. I just feel like there's some AI generated shit going on her Instagram that I'm like, is that really her? Like, this doesn't really seem...
Dancing with the knives and stuff.
Yeah, just like videos comparing like even her voice from like 5 years ago to now, her teeth from 5 years ago to now, just how she presents herself from 5 years ago to now. Like, I don't know. I've changed a lot in 5 years, but there's a lot of things that like, oh, okay, that still sounds like me, or like I would say that, and there's just so many things that she does now that I'm just like,
The news. And people are like, we're behind this, yeah, and they're like, yeah, it's like Biden in some ways, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like when she was posting nudes, like full on nudes on Instagram, we're like, yeah, you're free,
Yeah.
But, yeah. I will say conservatorships, like, they're really hard to get legally. It's like, it's almost impossible. So I feel like mental capacity wise, and I don't know how it works with like, breakdowns, because I think she had a mental breakdown.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that rehabilitation looks like, but I know a conservatorship is hard to get. But obviously her parents didn't have her best interest in mind, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about this. I know that she had a mental breakdown.
I love pop culture.
I know that everyone was saying free Britney. I've seen a video of her like holding a knife up to a camera in her room. Maybe if that's something.
She danced with a couple of them. Yeah.
She danced with them.
Yeah.
The video that I saw, she was
strategically,
not
though.
dancing. She was
Okay.
like freaking out.
Oh my god.
But
Pomeranians are always in the background. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
I would come back as Sam, the ex-fiance.
Really?
I just
This
wanna-
is an interest. This is a hot take.
I want to know what it's like to be a man. I just like.
Okay.
I want to
yeah.
know. I
didn't
want to live a
think
life
about
as a
that.
man.
you,
Yeah,
I want to live a life as a man.
He wasn't bad looking. He's not a bad looking guy. He's a little sleazy. But,
I could
yeah.
be an affluent, good-looking man with like the mind of a woman. Wait, no, I'm reincarnated. I have the mind of a man. Oh,
That changes things.
I would probably not be myself. Like I
You
would
would
be.
be yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I would.
Like
Okay.
Freaky Friday.
Then I'll be
right?
the man.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Glad we settled this. Great question.
I'd be down to have a penis, but I'd still want to be a woman.
Okay, so like
The Pomeranian, I think that would be the life,
hopefully.
Because I think that there would be caretakers. I've thought about this. And I'm like, you know what? There would be a dog
a dog.
caretaker that was like, hey, Brittany, the dogs are going to go to bed. And I'd be like, all right, she's getting a little crazy. Let's head back to the room. you
Yeah.
know? So.
Alrighty, Sarah.
Okay.
Your boobs are looking giant today.
Oh, you fucking let's go. You might just get a kiss after this too. Okay, I'll ask Maggie this. Do you feel an instinctual protectiveness over children?
Ooh. That's an interesting question.
It depends on whether or not they are like immediately near me. Like I would feel like I'm looking out more for stepping on them. Like I don't want to step on a kid, like someone who's really small.
I did not know you were going to go there.
That's
That's hilarious.
But also, I feel like I have a natural protectiveness over everyone. Like if anyone was physically in danger or like being yelled at by their mom or their girlfriend, like I would feel something about that. But no, not particularly over children. I think
Not maternal
Yeah.
instinct or anything.
no.
Okay, I don't feel that much either, so it's nice to hear someone else say it, so.
I was infertile for a spell, and I think it like fucked up the way that I think about children and like procreation and all of that.
That or your parents did it, so.
It was because I used to want to be a mom, and then like something happened, and then I was like, this is like a trick that our bodies are playing on us.
I do feel for you now. Like, I can hold a baby, I'm like, give it back,
Yeah.
I like the idea of having, like, a little mini-me that looks like me. I love that, but
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, be responsible for them being a good human being in life, so, yeah. Do you think you'd be a mom, Sarah?
Yeah, I definitely do feel a protectiveness over children.
Yeah.
For sure. I think Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd love to have kids one day, but my biggest thing is like if the right like person doesn't come around to raise them with me, then nah.
Same.
Right.
So that's my big
That's the
qualm.
number one.
Yeah, they gotta
100%.
be super fucking involved, and I gotta make sure that. But then again, it's like they could kill themselves. Like, been there before, you know.
Is there a sound effect for that? Oh, that was actually my bad one. Yeah, I was like, yeah. That's so dark.
I know, right?
I will say I did go to a psychic, and a psychic told me that I was gonna have
Recently?
a year ago, and a lot of other things have come true that the psychic talked about. But this is like the kid thing. Obviously, I'm
Was
not.
it here in Kansas City?
Yeah,
or-
it was here
okay.
and also the place doesn't exist anymore. Like I literally drove by it. It was like it was like almost like a storage unit type situation
She's the
where
Wizard of Oz.
where I just saw it on Google Maps, but there was no sign. And then I went, and there was only a chair and a table. Like it wasn't furnished at all. And I went in there, did my thing, and then like a week
How'd you
later,
find
I
out
drove
about her?
from Google Maps.
Okay.
But then a
fuck?
week later, I drove by, and it didn't exist anymore.
What?
Oh
That's
my gosh.
fucking awesome.
But like my dad owns like a small like storage facility, and there was a psychic lady that was like trying to like host appointments outside of her like storage.
I
center
wonder
and
if
stuff.
that's where I went.
Wow.
But this was like in Blue Springs.
Okay, this wasn't Blue Springs, but
It's happening
I
everywhere.
love that you did that though, because I went through a time too where like after
Had your wife,
I left
had
my
your
job and
kids.
stuff, I was like, and don't ever do the online ones because they charge per minute and it's very expensive.
damn.
I was going through it.
You
Okay?
fuck-
I
you
was
had
fucking
to.
going through it.
That paycheck hits.
I had insomnia. And it was like 2 a.m. and it was
Yeah.
like they charge like for like 15 minutes. I'll tell you what. Once I answered in the psychic because I called back because I wanted to get a good psychic. I was reading the reviews.
Oh my God.
I was really
You
going through it, guys. I
fuck.
needed
Call
someone
back.
to just fucking
It's
give me
okay.
something
I
else.
bought a picture of a drawing of my soulmate once on Etsy, so.
I will say that this lady was either legit or she just knew the situation because like I was calling and like it wasn't about a guy, but I was like, if I have a certain amount of time, I'm going to ask about this guy. And she's like, yeah, he's not interested in you. Oh! She says that right off the bat. And I
Oh,
go,
damn.
but it's like when you think about it, it's like if he was interested in me, why the fuck would I be calling us like a second to be like, oh, I just want to make sure that him sending flowers and texting me every day like is him being interested.
True.
No, it's
There's
like
gotta
I
be
was
doubt.
like, hey, there's this guy I haven't heard from as much anymore. And like at the time when she said it, she's like, yeah, he's not interested in you. He's going through his own stuff. And I go, huh? And she's like, yeah, he's not going to answer for a while. So I would just like let that go. And she like hung up on me, which they usually try to milk it. So like I thought she was legit. I go, wow, that's a real legit like psychic.
Holy
she could
fuck.
see it. But part of me was like, damn right, if you call a place asking about a guy, it's not
Yeah.
gonna ever be good. It's never gonna be like, oh, I just want to affirm that everything he's doing right is right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh, I haven't heard from this guy, you know. But
Oh.
at the
Is he
time,
cheating on me? Yes.
I love how at the time I was like, damn, she's good. He's not interested.
That's hilarious.
That is awesome. You're like, I needed to hear that from someone
best
who's not my friends or
$65
my
I spent
parents
ever,
or
yeah.
myself.
But she just said that off the bat. She goes, yeah, he's not interested.
Dude.
And I was like, girl,
Damn.
okay, yeah.
That's awesome. Also terrible.
want.
So sorry.
No, it was good. It was good for me to hear though. It was efficient for my money, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, right to the point.
the psychic that I saw, she told me that I was gonna have one kid, and that that there's gonna be a lot of complications that would lead to me not being able to conceive a second child. So
Whoa.
it sounds like something health wise that's gonna inhibit me from being able to give birth a second time.
Did
So
you say a girl or a boy or?
no, she didn't say gender, but I have done, there's like this necklace test that you can do. And I've done it on my mom, and every single time it's correct. Where it like, if it spins in a circle, it's like a girl, and then if it spins side to side, it's a boy.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to tell you how many kids that you're gonna have too. And every time I do it on my mom, it always tells her girl, boy, and it stops. And I've done it to myself, and it gave me a different result than what the psychic told me. It always tells me boy. It tells me 3 boys every single time. Like I've done it for 10 years.
Interesting. We'll see who's right.
Yeah.
Every time. That's really cool.
Every time 3 boys. So we could do it on you guys later too to see.
Yeah, we
'cause I
should.
only want a girl, so that will really solidify it for me.
I know I don't
Comment
fucking
below.
want 3 boys.
How many
I
kids
want
do
a
you think
mini
we'll
me,
have?
and that is it. That's all I want.
Yes, I would
Hey,
love a girl.
Real quick, just verifying. Peanut allergies? Question mark?
No.
No. Okay.
Do you have
Taylor,
any?
bring us food. No. Thank you.
This is good. Thank you.
We got little graham crackers with peanut butter and chocolate chips.
Oh,
Boy snack.
this is great. The pizza was delicious.
Yeah, seriously.
I need to know what brand that is because I really liked it.
It's Jack's from
Okay.
Hen House.
Jack's is good. Jack is like the pizza that you can get, you know, and it's like it's always gonna be solid. I like DiGiorno thin crust too.
I got 10 Jack's pizzas for $10 once in college. It was the best deal ever.
I feel like that is a college move. You're like, I'm just gonna live off this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Like, how
a
can I not?
quesadilla maker machine. I was like, this is my life. I just need to get melted cheese and tortillas, and I'm
Hell
set.
yeah.
I gained like 15 pounds that year, but it's fine.
That's what you do. Then you...
Is it my turn or whose turn is it?
It might be my turn to grab some.
Yours. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like yours a lot, Erin.
Thank you. I'm making those up, but yeah.
I know. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you guys both this because this is cute. What's been your happiest memory this past year? That's a good one.
Aw.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this year's been tough. I'll be honest. Like, this has like been a really tough year for me. So it's. I mean, it's not like I haven't had like happy memories or anything like that. But I think it's been like my toughest year that I've had like, just ever. But honestly, like going up on stage and like, when I've even done an open mic or a show and like it goes well, like it's just the best feeling. And I just feel like, you know, we have a really good community, and so like that's a memory that like I would have never seen myself doing this 2 years ago. And so to be able to have that to like look on, you know, and see that people like relate to your jokes and your set and
Absolutely.
everything, it's like the best feeling. So I think that would probably be my best memory.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, kind of hard. I guess probably. I'm okay. Taylor, don't hate me. I'm gonna say
I can go to the bathroom.
You'll see at some point, so.
he wants me to say that it's our wedding, but really,
Did you get married yet?
yeah,
It happened.
in April
Well, you're married?
we're married. But my happiest memory isn't actually our wedding. It's the first time that we wrote together,
Wait, who?
Taylor and I.
You're dating?
I didn't know that.
No, we're married.
You're married.
But they're not dating, but they're married.
You're husband and wife.
We're partners. Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
Wait,
This is amazing, and no, I'm happy for you. I just
Thank
didn't know
you.
that.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
last time I talked to you about it, wasn't there some stuff with your parents?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We don't have to
I'm
get into
excited
that.
for you.
We don't have to.
Oh yeah.
I'm just surprised because I didn't know you guys were together.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's okay. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone knew, so that's okay. Yeah, my dad did threaten to cut me off of my college fund because they'd saved up all this money for me to go to college, and I was going to use it for like grad school. But he threatened to cut me off if I got married, so didn't tell him. So yeah,
So they don't know.
no,
So, do you
Okay.
need to cut this part out or like?
no, it's an unedited show. They don't watch it though, so we're
Okay.
good. We're good.
So
Yeah, if my
legally,
parents ever watched it, they'd be like, "Can we be emancipated from you even now?" Like they would not be okay if we talking about sex on.
Yeah, not putting this on
Holy
Facebook.
Shit, that's awesome. You guys are
I
like.
know. Congrats.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's going really well.
That's wild. I didn't even know that was like.
You should
That's a whirlwind. That's
come back
great.
for the divorce episode in September.
Shut the fuck up.
Because they're like, do you remember when Aubrey Plaza and Michael Sarah were like trying to get married just so that way they could call themselves like ex-wife and ex-husband?
No.
Well,
I didn't
correct
know
me if
people
I'm
fucking
wrong.
did that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not a similar situation on what's going
It's
down?
a tad derivative when you put it that way. When you
So you guys aren't like, are you guys romantically involved or no?
romance is such a
Is someone from
Big
Canada
umbrella.
here or like?
it's what?
Or I guess like you guys
We're
got
fucking
married,
Max.
so I thought maybe someone had like their visa was up or something. But
Which one of us is the immigrant?
You're from Nebraska.
I'm from
know.
Nebraska. I need my green
yeah,
card.
you guys are both pretty.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nebraska.
Yeah, sorry.
it's my best memory.
Sorry,
Sorry
I
for
thought it was a good
prying.
thing, yeah.
No, that's okay.
What'd your dress look like? I gotta know.
It was white,
I figured that.
short with like flowery
I want you-
plaits,
oh, I
puff
love
sleeves. It
You're
was-
gonna show me a picture after this.
I'll
so.
show you a picture.
Yeah.
I love seeing wedding dresses. It's my favorite part of the wedding. Everything
can-
else sucks.
yes,
But, yeah.
You can watch the wedding on
No, I don't like that part.
all the
Sorry.
marbles. No, that's
I
fine.
said that kind of like really
That,
fast.
no,
No,
I
thank you.
completely understand and agree.
But I want to see every part of the dress. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
This is such a stupid question. Aaron, do you have a dog?
100% Izzy.
How often should people walk their dogs?
Well, you asked the right person because I worked at Three Dog Bakery. So
Oh my god! That's
yeah,
awesome.
I am the connoisseur of dogs. Yeah, I just any kind of like it's like a really irrelevant skill that I can like just look at dogs and know what breed they are, you know. But I won't use it in any other part of my life.
That's
so.
amazing.
Yeah, but I'll be like walking down the street, I'm like, oh, is it a collie? Whatever. It's like people are like, why are you so invested in this? But I believe that like okay, so when they're puppies, I am very like passionate about this. So puppies, they have small bladders. You gotta take them out every 2 to 3 hours. It's a hard thing about
Wow.
tops like 4 hours, but their bladders are so small and so they can't hold it. But an adult dog can technically hold it up to 10 hours, but like ideally they say like 4 to 5 hours
Okay.
that a dog should go between walks and stuff. I think that's like a part of it is socializing too.
How long should we walk them for?
Depends on the breed. So that's why whenever my friend wants to get a golden retriever, and I was like, get a 5-year-old golden retriever. Don't get a puppy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, first of all, puppies, like, they have enough homes. No one's going to be like, oh, fuck that golden retriever.
True.
You know? Like, but like the 5-year-olds, like, those are like the sweet spot where it's like they can go on walks, but they're not as long.
Yeah.
But that's the saddest thing to see is people who get big dogs in apartment complexes. And
Yeah.
then, like,
Don't
they come
want them.
home and they just don't realize a German Shepherd or a Collie, like, they're supposed to, like...
They can't do that.
Yeah. That's why I got Izzy. She's a French Bulldog. And, like, she barely made it outside today. I love her to death. I was actually worried. It's 94 degrees. We walked outside. She peed, went inside, and she was, like, heaving. It's like, she can barely, like... Survival of the fittest, she would not survive. But, I love a good lazy dog. I think it's good. Yeah.
Yes.
So I would, yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel fired up about it. I'm gonna like go to.
I
See
thought
that
that it
project after
would
this.
be a lame question, but I'm glad that you're so knowledgeable.
Seriously. So
No,
like
that was too much. I'm sorry.
No,
so, like-
no, don't.
No, I was very
No, stop.
aware.
I was serious. That was a
Okay.
good
yeah.
answer.
So what I'm hearing is like at least 1 to 2 times a day. Is that kind of what you're saying to walk your dog?
Well, like ideally, it'd be like 3 times a day. So,
Holy
like,
shit.
Well, before you
No
leave
job
for work,
for you.
but like really short. Just
Yeah.
like, take them out, make sure they go potty, and then ideally, if you can't have someone take them out over lunch, it's great. But if you can't, going on a long walk, at like 5 or 6 or something when you get home, is like really sufficient for for another dog.
Okay. Good to know.
Because when they sniff, this is my last. I know, I'm sorry. This is my last fact. Okay.
No, that's all right.
So when they sniff the grass and everything, it stimulates their brain.
Oh.
Because I thought Izzy, I thought it was so annoying sometimes when she would like sniff like something for a long. I'm like, let's just keep moving. But it actually like stimulates like the pathways in their brain, and so it's good to let them sniff around.
Cute.
Yeah.
That is great.
So I'm gonna marry a dog. So yeah,
As you should.
I love them so much more than people. So
They're better than people.
no, at least guys. Sorry, Taylor,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah, not necessarily women, but okay, I might come back to that. I'm kind of full right now.
Fair.
Ooh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Ooh, cool. I'm gonna do my question. Oh, I like how it bled through, so I taped it.
Oh.
Ooh, this question's fucked. Okay, this is my really kind of weird question.
Okay, awesome.
And you both have to answer it. I'm sorry. I'm doing it
fucked.
only one more time. It is. It's a would you rather. Okay?
Okay.
All right, and like really think about it, guys. Would you rather have sex with your cousin and no one find out, or you don't have sex with your cousin but everyone thinks you did? Isn't that the best? Isn't that the best?
It's a good question.
What would you do?
Yeah.
It's first cousin, by the way, so don't try to be skirting off with like the third.
Maybe everyone thinks I did because I think I can fucking handle that. There's been enough lies, I think, told in my life about me. All throughout high school, people literally thought the craziest shit about me. I'd hear stuff from other schools. They'd be like, I heard that Sarah O'Sullivan did this. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm like used to that. But specifically, I did in high school grow up with my cousin Mason, who I was really close to. And people started fucking, like, making up, being like, ew, it's so weird that she's so close to her cousin Mason. Like,
what the fuck?
That's so weird. Like, and I used to hang out with him like every single weekend. And he grew up. My aunt is a single mom. My mom's a single mom. Like, we just
Your
became
family.
really, really close.
You're literally family. Like,
And
it's like,
yeah, and I was super like offended by that. I'm like, that's actually bullshit. Because some of them were like friends that I had that I ended up hearing were saying that shit. And then guess what? Come to find out, like a couple years later, he came out as gay, like right after high school, and that to me was like,
come out a year
no
earlier.
wonder we've been so fucking close. Because I always used to go shopping with him.
Yeah.
We just go shopping and have the best time. I'm like, I mean, maybe it is weird that me as a girl is so close to my guy cousin, but he ended up being gay, and I'm like,
You had no
that's
idea?
why.
You didn't know?
No, because he always told me that he was straight, so I just never
Always
thought any
question.
differently. Yeah.
Always question.
do you think he knew the whole time, or
He knew since he was 6 years old.
Okay.
And other people would be like,
Fuck.
yo, Sarah, like, Mason's kind of gay. And I'm like, for me, if somebody tells me one thing, I'm going to believe them.
yeah?
So I just believed. And,
That's nice.
but that,
Kind of fucked that they started that rumor though. It's like, that's your cousin.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
fucked.
yeah, and I'm like, he doesn't even want to fuck me.
I'm gonna sound like your mom, where it's like they're just jealous of you. But I believe that. You ever hear that where your
Yeah.
parents ever say it to you, where it's like if a kid was mean, you're like they're just jealous of you.
Yeah.
And I think in this case, I'll just say it, I think it was true. But in some cases, I was like, you should have not told me that, you know. But,
Now I'm gonna
But
think
this
that.
one, I will
No.
say that I'm like, these girls just seem like bitches, but yeah,
I think I would rather fuck my cousin and no one knows.
same.
I have a couple of hot cousins.
They're not as hot anymore, but like I had some hot cousins growing up. Yeah. Is that weird to say?
God,
no,
hope
I
they
have
never watch
attractive
this.
family members.
They're not attractive as much anymore, so it would be a chore. But yeah.
I just wouldn't want people like knowing or like thinking that I
Well,
did.
see, I was like, oh,
That's
no one
worse.
did. Yeah.
That'd feel dirty.
But see, no one would.
It wouldn't feel dirty if no one knew.
I know, that's how I think of things. I'm like, if no one knows, it's like if a tree falls in the forest, you know.
Yeah.
uh,
And no one's around to fuck it. You better. You better. You go, Sarah.
Oh,
good.
okay. What? Okay, worst thing about living in the 1820s, Aaron.
I don't even know. I don't know fucking anything about 1820s. I really don't. I don't even know what time period that was. I wasn't great at history,
know,
okay,
literally.
guys? I don't know if this was Egyptian time or what.
What do you think would be the worst thing?
Just, I think, you know what would be the worst thing is, like, I don't know if this is the right word for it, like, pantaloons? Whatever they fucking wore underneath.
The
Because
outfits.
I don't like to wear, like, I don't wear, like, jeans. I don't like to wear close stuff. So, like, I would hate the idea of wearing, like, all those fucking, like, underwear garments
And then
underneath my dress.
skirts. Yeah.
Yeah, like during the parties and Gone with the Wind, at least, like they would like take breaks from the party and like get undressed
Corsets.
and go on, like take a nap and then put all that shit back on.
Yeah.
So like that's the part I would not like at all. And then the air conditioning, I don't think it couldn't have been that great back then. So yeah.
That's so crazy.
I really am someone who needs AC. So
I probably would have said like the slavery.
this is so good.
That's in the back of my mind.
Now I feel like shame. Yeah, that was also bad. Yeah, not for that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If anything, though, I could have.
That card is a setup. I'm sorry.
gonna fucking stop talking, but yeah, I was gonna say I could, help with the cause, but I'm gonna just stop. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have. No, yeah.
Yeah, the slavery or the yeah, that was a little bit bad.
The air conditioning for me, close
Yeah.
second. She's on.
Two people, not being freed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, AC
and
is important though.
Corsets and pantaloons are kind of like a metaphor for not being free.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go that far.
We were talking about slavery all along.
I'm not gonna be like, wow, I can really relate. No,
I'm sorry. Good one.
Not gonna
Good
do that.
idea.
that's probably for the best.
it's like Tom Sandoval when he did
on me.
that. Did you guys hear that?
Oh yes.
Okay.
He's such a narcissist.
He
dude.
goes. He talked about like I think it was George Floyd or something.
Yes.
But he goes. I kind of felt like I go. Oh, did I just hear this?
Nor.
His 19-year-old like social media publicist, and I was like, she's just sitting there, just like. But she goes, yeah, it kind of felt like that, and I was like,
She's about to fire herself.
why don't you
bruh.
just, yeah.
He cheated on his girlfriend of 10 years, and then he's like, my
yeah.
experience is like,
George Floyd.
yeah. I'm like, no,
remember
bitch, you
thinking
put
if
yourself
I-
in that
funny.
position.
I remember thinking if I heard it right, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, you have publicists just sitting there, just watching things go up in flames. I would have been like, hey, we'll hold you hostage. You're not putting this tape out. You know, like, say tape. It's the 1820s. So,
Hell yeah.
This tape.
yeah.
It's my turn.
Yes.
It's like,
These are good questions.
oh, good. Sarah, what was the first time you felt funny?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I actually do know. The first time I ever felt funny was in middle school when Truth or Dare started to happen, because I ended up getting the nickname Dare Queen because anything that people dared, I'd fucking do.
Hell
And,
yeah.
We need an example.
That's hot.
Like an example of
You like
something.
eat something gross or?
Oh, yeah. One time, I mean, multiple times I ate raw eggs. I wrote loser on my forehead with a Sharpie.
Oh, damn.
Walked throughout the school. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Ha ha. One time I walked throughout an intersection with like 20 to 30 cars, and I had like 30 bras on my arms. Like I collected all my mom's, my bras, and my friends' bras, and I like walked throughout the intersection like this with the bras in the middle of the intersection.
Like you were selling them?
See, whoever dared that is the psychopath there.
Yeah, that is
that
really
has
weird.
to be. Yeah.
So that made me feel really funny because I was like, haha, yeah. But then people 100% started taking advantage of that shit.
I bet.
When they heard that I was the Dare Queen, like, oh, anything we tell Sarah to do, she'll do. And then literally I started to like be around my friends and they'd be like, oh, okay, Sarah, do the thing. Do the thing. And it was just me being weird or them taking advantage of me. And then I had to finally be like, okay, guys, can we please like take a break from Truth or Dare?
Yeah.
Like, this is getting a little intense.
That's a good
Yeah.
perspective to take from it, though. I mean, yeah. Do you feel like you said yes to the dares because, like, it felt good when everyone saw you do it and they're like, oh shit, I couldn't do that? Or what?
I wanted 100%. I wanted validation, and I wanted to be liked. And I felt like, yeah, by doing like the crazy shit that nobody else was willing to do, and halfway, probably one of the reasons why I'm doing comedy to
Yeah.
this day
Right, too.
too.
Why does anyone do
Yeah.
comedy?
is because I'm like, I realized one day, I'm like, wow, there's some shit that I say in my day-to-day life that like nobody would ever say. So I might as well like start capitalizing off of
Yeah.
this shit on a stage. Like,
That's a really good way. Like, I mean, honestly, it kind of prepared you for it in a way.
She's a daredevil.
Yeah.
boom shakalaka.
Nice.
Go on, Aaron. It's your turn.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool. I want to do the future question again. These are...
Crystal ball.
Oh, I don't like this one. I'm sorry. I can't do
No,
this
that's
one.
funny.
This one's so...
That's
I
funny.
can't do it. It's political, and I just can't fucking do it with who we have right now.
That's so fair.
Ooh. Okay. Maggie,
Okay.
are there any beliefs or habits you hold now that may come back to haunt you in the future? What are they?
Ooh.
This was like a little more ominous than I thought it was going to be, but yeah.
I am not very good with money. Like, I am a habitual spend. If I have money, I will spend it because I always just think like money comes and goes in life, but experiences stay with you. And
T-shirt right there.
and
Yeah.
that I think is going to get me in the end.
But I think the fact that you admitted that, you know, that's...
Shows.
Maybe it's the first step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I also struggle with the same problem, so I'm trying to rationalize it, so...
Yeah. It's hard to not do.
There's nothing like getting paid on a Friday and being like, the world is my oyster. You know?
Yeah. You don't know how many drinks I bought for people
Yeah.
yesterday, dude.
And crystals, I
got
didn't even
him.
like believe in them, and I was like, you know what? These can't do me harm. They're kind of pretty, and I was like,
Yup.
what the fuck? When I was buying crystals, like I didn't need these. Like, yeah.
I get paid on Fridays, but it gets deposited into my account on Wednesdays.
Ooh, that's
and
nice.
by Friday, I'd already paid off all of my credit card statements, so I had like $300 left.
That sounds
my
like pretty
check.
fiscally responsible to like pay off everything.
Oh, and then I can just spend the next month buying everything on credit cards again. Oh,
But you pay them off.
I'm smart.
Do you ever watch
building credit.
Yeah. Confessions of a Shopaholic?
Yeah.
I was like, as long as they don't track you down, we're good.
I love that movie.
Such a good movie.
I've just recently gotten better about saving my money. I've always been terrible. And then recently I'm like, okay. I sat down and I did the math. And I did like the math.
Triggering me.
Yeah. But I did like all of my future paychecks like by date. And I like put the numbers in. Okay, if I were to save if I were to save this much every single paycheck, this is how much I would have by June 2025. And seeing that number, I was like, that's fucking exciting. So I better fucking do that.
Yeah.
That's actually a good way to look at it. I think that could actually help me because, like, I hate looking at just, like, you know, I got it with, like, when I worked as a case manager with clients because, like, we would have to go through their budget. And I hated doing that because I know how personal it is to go through people's fucking, like, line by line budget, you know? I hated doing that because, like, I knew that I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
You know? Because, like, when you're doing
So
that with
invasive.
someone else, it just feels so invasive. Even doing it yourself, I don't like to do it.
Yeah,
But, like,
no.
you're right. Like, if it's something where I could see how much I could, like, save, it would feel good.
Yeah, because and what kind of kickstarted it too was I was able to figure out how much I've made this year. I found the pay stub like portal and it showed me how much I've made this year, and I saw the number and I was like, where did that go? Where the fuck did that money
Do you like
go?
taxes? That's something I rationalize
Yes.
everything.
Did you
Taxes.
find out, like, what were you spending all your money on?
I mean, I fucking know, like bullshit. Like
What's everyone's vice? What's your go-to guilty pleasure when you have money?
Clothes. I go
fucking
online
love
and buy it.
clothes.
yeah, that's
fuck ton of
probably
clothes.
my biggest
Love
expense.
Yeah, I live by the
Yeah.
plaza. It's like
It's so fun to just like go in and
I'm in my
pretend that
own
you're a
movie
rich
every
woman.
time, you know?
Like, I can buy a pretty dress.
it's a makeover thing. It's like I'm business Barbie now.
If
you
I get
know?
one
Yeah.
high quality item, I can wear it over and over. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, because you're only gonna wear that to a tiki party.
Yeah, I
know,
want a
but-
different
But
outfit
then, like,
every day
three
of
of
the
the
year.
salespeople will be like, "You look gorgeous." You're like, "You're right. I have to get it."
That's so
Yeah.
true. I
Yeah.
look great.
Yeah.
Then we just need to accept that, like, we look great in everything. Like, we just look great. Like,
And I have to organize my shit. It's like I have so much clothes now. It's like when I was broke, I was like, how the fuck do I have this much clothes and like no money at this time? You know? It's
true.
like- yeah.
So true.
When there's an event, it's like nice to get a new outfit, you know?
I'm gonna take one of these. Ooh, Sarah, I want to know, how many creative projects are you working on right now, and what are they?
Oh my
yeah.
god. Actually, like way too fucking many.
I want to hear about your podcast for sure.
Okay, well, first of all, my podcast has turned into basically like a live sketch comedy show.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, so I was doing the podcast, but I was talking about my personal life. Like they just wanted, that's all they wanted to know was about my personal life, about my breakup and all that sort of stuff. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to take a fucking break. So since then,
Who
it has
wanted to know? Just so, like, I mean,
fans, like
ooh,
people who
you
follow.
have fans now. That's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Not, but that's
I think
what.
you gotta, like, kind of, like, send that moment where you have fans. Like, yeah.
But
Shut up for a minute.
and I get it too, because I'm like, that is where the tea is at. Like, I could make a whole fucking 15-part series, but I don't want that to be attached to me for the rest of my life. So now it's a live sketch comedy show. That's what I'm working on. Our next show is August 1st. We've already done one at the
Okay.
Comedy Club.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
it's a series of pre-taped and live sketches. And it actually is really funny. It's like SNL.
I went and I
I'd love to
loved
see
it.
it.
It was better than SNL.
Who was in it
Okay.
for your, like, sketch?
Who's in it?
Did you write the sketch or, like...
There's like 12 different sketches.
Okay.
Hey,
So, and there's pre-taped and then live.
Sarah,
And
turn that way when you're plugging
Oh,
your
sorry,
show.
sorry.
I just want them
Sorry.
to know.
I have like 5 other cast members besides me, so there's 6 of us, and so I have all the guys like write their own sketch, and then
Brock's in it, and
Brock's
then-
in it, Shane, Dennis, Mick Rice Hall, and Jay Petty. So that's one of the big things I'm working on. I'm also going on tour with Jay Petty and Pat McCarthy next month.
What? Seriously?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
it's nothing crazy. We're just hitting like 4 or
just
5 cities. On the,
That sounds big. Like you're touring, you know? Like, yeah.
I
Have you
think
done
it'll
that
be
before?
You're getting paid to do it.
No, I've never done that before. The first time I ever performed outside of the city was literally like last month. So this is going to be crazy for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. Congrats. Seriously.
thank you.
Do you have your sets figured out for that? Or, like, how do you feel like you prepare for that? Like, as a comic, I feel like that's just, like, it's so hard to, like, figure out how to prepare. So like, how do you figure out your sets for that?
Well, I already have, like, I would say I have 15 minutes that I'm really confident in. And
That's
anything more than that, it's kind of like, okay, we're really digging, deep or whatever on the, whatever the fuck.
You kind of go with the same set and
Deep
then
in the
like,
cake.
okay.
Yeah, I try to, I write
bottom
new jokes
there.
every single week. And just to, like, make my life more exciting, I'll try to throw in one or two new stuff for every set, just so that way it's not so mundane. But my goal in life is, if one day I ever have, like, I'm a headliner or whatever, I want my set to be my life in an hour. So that is one of the things I'm working on, is I've drawn like a map of my life and all the major events in my life. And I want to write a comedy set, like a 60-minute comedy set that's just basically bringing somebody through my life.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. It's like, I know it's completely different in some way, but like Honey Boy, Shia LaBeouf wrote that about like his child, like, and I'm reading his screenplay right now, and so like it feels kind of like a condensed version of that, in a sense. Yeah, because like he wrote that about his life, and I know he goes back and says it's not like his dad exactly, but it is in the ways that you hear about his dad. It's really cool because like I'm reading his screenplay right now, and it's like through his life. So
Shit.
that's awesome.
Okay,
I
cool.
always want to write a sketchy for, so that's really cool. And that's
really
actually
cool.
good advice, because I really struggle with, like, I get so excited. Like, I write new stuff, like, I get inspired by, like, watching people on stage. Not like I'm stealing something from them, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it reminds me of memory. And so I'll write something down, and then I want to perform it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not fucking prepared.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, shit, no one's laughing. What was my set going to be? And so I think that's actually good advice. Like, I'm glad you said that, where you said that you have your consistent set, and then you throw in one or two new jokes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
Keep things more exciting for you. And, like, if you're excited, then the audience is excited too.
But they're not unprepared. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. 'Cause
Get
I
them
come
on
up
your side
unprepared,
and then-
that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's exciting.
Thanks. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
stressed out, but I'm also like, I've been doing this for 3 years.
Fuck yeah.
So
Those are two solid people to go out, like,
Yeah.
touring with. So
no,
yeah.
2 really good people.
And you'll be a good
3
like
years,
kind of
that's a long time.
juxtaposition too. As like the female like comic. I think that like it'll be a cool perspective with
Yes.
both of them. Yeah.
Yes. I'll be hosting, and then they'll be doing the feature and the headlining and whatnot. So there's less pressure on me as well.
Oh, you're gonna be a great host too.
Yeah.
I
You'll still do
prefer
a
that.
set, though, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay.
still do like a 10 or 15 minute set off the top, but because I'm opening it, it's less important, I feel like, than the end part of it. I don't know.
No, that's
You gotta
really
get the
cool.
crowd lubed up. They're already on your side by
Yup.
default.
Yup.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking that question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything creative that you want to shout out, like that you got going on? Anything that you're working on?
Actually, I think kind of like when we talked last time at the podcast, and you were talking about the sketches, it kind of inspired me, and I've been like wanting to write more. And so I signed up for the Birds having like just like a sketch class with like a comedian, I guess, that was like on like, was it Keenan Peele?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so it's going to be like, and so I signed up for that. And it was kind of expensive, but I was like, this is kind of investing in something that I really want to do.
Yeah.
And it's all about writing sketches. So yeah, but when you talked about last, like, couple months ago when we did like the podcast together, I was like, I really want to get into writing. So yeah, I guess I don't have anything really outside of that right now, but yeah.
Yay!
That is a big project.
Yeah.
Taylor and I have been working on this pilot for a TV series for like the last
yes.
6 months.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
It is-
already I'm like lubed up just
It's
like
so
what can you
fucking
tell
exciting. Oh, well,
So
okay.
lubed
So
up,
it's
but-
about this pod share, like a luxury hostel subscription-based living service that was like someone's master's thesis back in 2012. And you could buy for like $1,000 a month, live in any hostel in the United States at any time. So it's about this group of people in Kansas City that are all living in one of those pod shares together. And there's like a core cast of like 7 or 8 people. And then we're going to have like recurring guests that are just like strolling through, but they're all just people living in the city trying to make rent and living.
I love that because there's so many like
Yes.
different ways that you could like play that off. And like, are you guys doing the writing together or like how
Yeah.
do you? Okay.
Yeah, it turns out we have pretty similar writing styles, it turns out.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's important too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to read the script,
I know.
dude. When it's done, like, I promise I won't
Absolutely.
tell anybody about it.
We could have like a table read. I would love to
Yeah.
just
I'm
hear
like, I'm
people
excited to
say
talk
it out
about that.
loud.
What kind of
Yes.
themes do you can you share some of the like? Are you doing like? Are there any like? If you can't share, it's fine. But like any plot developments or things like, is it like dating? Like, is it singles or people that are married or?
Well, they're all single because they're living in like dorm, like their bunk beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they be fucking at one
All different
So they could be-
ages. Yeah, there are some love stories.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice, I like that.
Oh my god.
It is
What-
super exciting.
And Kansas City's such an interesting place to date because it's
It
bleak.
sucks.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Suck.
It's at the same time, we're actually like I think is either top 3 worst places to
Yeah,
date.
we were
Yeah.
number 1 for a while.
I
We
so
might be
believe
number
that.
1. I just
Dude,
didn't want to
how
say
crazy
it. So
is
When
that?
I moved here, I was blown away. I thought like bigger city, better options. Dude,
That's
it
how college
sucks
felt for
here.
me, and
Like,
I
what
was,
is everyone
like-
doing? Everyone wants to stay in their little like pockets.
Yes.
In their areas, and they don't want to go anywhere. Don't want to see anything that this awesome city has to offer. It's kind of annoying. But that's okay. I'm married now, so
Holy shit! Yeah, you are.
yeah. All right, I think we could do one more
Okay, okay.
card,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
If you want to go.
Well, I want to like think about it really quick because like maybe I want to ask you guys a question instead.
Like just like a fun question
Yeah.
out of your
I
mind.
kind of want to.
Okay, go
Yeah,
for
'cause
it.
You guys have had fun answers.
What has your mind got to offer us?
I know. I'm trying. Can I have like one little small question and then like
Okay.
Were you
follow-up.
guys scared of the flying monkeys in Wizard of Oz? Sorry, I just like thought of them and I just had to like get it out there.
Were you?
I was like, it's weird how my mind where I think it's ADHD, but I was like, flying monkeys. I was like, you have to bring them up. But I want to know, were you guys scared? I was a little weary of them. I was scared, but I just have to know if you guys were like, because I mean, yeah, that's not my main question. So, they were flying and they were monkeys, so yeah,
I was more scared of the Munchkins.
that's fair. Yeah, and to know what they were doing in real life, they were.
It was bad.
It was real bad. They were, I don't even know where to go with that, but they were
fucking and
sexually
sucking,
harassing people and
Yeah.
it was awful.
climbing up skirts.
God, what the fuck
Setting
are you
fire to
talking
stuff,
about?
like-
climbing
From Wizard of
down
Oz?
Yes, it
poles.
was whoever played Dorothy, was it
Judy Garland.
She's like, it was hell for me with the Munchkins. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
They
one of the
were-
Munchkins killed himself on set.
What?
Wow, I didn't know that
Yeah.
part. When the guy with the Tin Man, he got like that really bad like skin disease from like the paint. Like there was
What?
all this weird shit that happened with the Wizard of Oz.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The snow was asbestos.
Wow, I didn't
Low
know any of
budget
this.
film. High quality memory.
Yes.
What was the follow up question to that?
Okay, so this is not gonna be a serious one, but it's okay. So I wanted to have a really good question, but this. Who was your first celebrity crush? I'm gonna end on that one. That's my one.
Fuck.
I know.
It's a good one
Who?
though. It's a good one.
Okay, so I mean, I probably had one before this, but this was like my biggest celebrity crush that I had because it lasted the longest. I felt the
Yeah.
most strongly. It was Ansel Elgort. Do you know him from?
Yes.
But you want to know what's so amazing?
I got like
What
I
was-
almost like
what
something
was
like,
it?
yeah.
Bitch. So basically,
You met him?
no. So
You fucked him.
I was close.
Didn't meet
I
him,
was,
but fucked him.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
Skyped. Fucked up.
I think I was fucking close. Basically, a couple years
he
ago.
responded to your DM.
So listen, Ansel Elgort, I was a sophomore in high school. Okay, so I was like 16 or whatever. Basically, I just want to say to preface, a couple years ago, he was under fire because it sounded like he was talking to underage girls. So he
Well, James
was.
Franco.
yeah, which is why he's in Japan now. He's been like filming shit in Japan. I think it has something to do with the allegations that were being brought against him. But that brings me back to my first point. So, when I was a minor, when I was 16 in high school, I remember he like posted this clip of like a song and like teasing that he was going to come out with a song, and he'd never done music before. And in the teaser, there was like a whole bunch of lyrics, but I just like really hung on to one of the words.
Yeah.
So then I commented on his Instagram and I was like, when is Supernova going to come out? And I didn't know what the name of the song was going to be or whatever, but I woke up the next morning to him having liked my comment. So he liked my comment, and I had a boyfriend at the time, and I was like, oh my God, Ansel Elgort liked my comment.
I would have like screenshot the notification
Yes.
and like this happened. You know?
Yes, and then my boyfriend at the time was like, oh, that was his fucking manager. Like, that wasn't actually
fuck
him
off.
and all this
Yeah.
stuff. So then I believed him, and I was like, fuck. I was like, he's probably fucking right. It was probably just a bot that went and liked everything. I go to sleep. The next morning I wake up to like 300 new followers, and everybody is DMing me and tagging me. Ansel Elgort posted you on his Instagram story. Ansel Elgort. I check his Instagram story, and he had screenshotted my comment. So my handle, my Instagram, was in his camera roll, and he posted it to his story being like, it comes out February 4th, and used my comment as his album like release promo.
It's crazy how much I'm getting out of this just vicariously, but I am.
And I was
That's
like,
amazing.
to my
Basically
boyfriend,
fucked
I was
you.
like, fuck you. I was
You like
right.
message us
more
and I was like,
intimate
I
than
will leave
sex?
my boyfriend in a second. Just
No,
message
dude,
me back.
that's
yeah.
actually exactly what
just
happened.
like my comment and I will be gone.
I literally,
move there. Like,
yes, I literally
You didn't
DM'd
really
him.
respond. You just gotta like it, and I'll be like, oh,
No,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
I literally DM'd him after that, and I was like, if you ever want to go street racing.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
If people can read the comments, like I've seen a couple there. I haven't got anything really a lot back, but yeah.
That was
That's
good.
good. That's really good.
So that's my slut crush.
That's your claim to fame right there.
It's a great
I was
story.
this close to fucking him.
I mean, we can always circle back if we figure out the whole minor thing. It's not true, you know.
right.
So
You're right.
That
that's
was
always kind of a buzzkill. You know, it's like when they're in the minors, but yeah.
Who was your celebrity crush?
Shia LaBeouf. Now it's come full circle.
And he's also a fucker.
Little honey boy.
I love him now. I'm like, I've been watching all his movies. I'm going through a cycle again of just all his movies.
Yeah.
But
Don't
even
Google him.
Stevens. Well, I know the whole allegation, all that stuff that's going on. But like, I will say that like he went through like a huge like journey with like his recovery, and now he's married and he has a kid.
Nice.
I'm way too invested, and this is what happens. But Honey Boy was great, you know. So
Damn.
My celebrity crush was.
this is what happens when you don't date. You just kind of like
You lash.
Yes.
My celebrity crush was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Fuck yeah.
And,
Oh,
I'm
he's
still
like
young
you.
enough to date him, so.
Hit me like when we were French girls, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, his
Perfect.
floppy little hair, which is kind of like Zac Efron's hair in High School Musical
Was it
3. which
Titanic
is
that
my
did it for you?
other, Yeah,
Or
it was
like-
Titanic.
okay, yeah.
Also,
Hell yeah.
weirdly hot in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I gotta watch that. It's Johnny Depp, isn't it? Right?
You
Uh,
fucking.
Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah.
You're crazy.
Okay, anyway. Now seems like a good time to get out the Zio ukulele.
This is so fun.
I'm gonna play ukulele for 30 seconds to 2 minutes while you guys sum up your experiences.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Plug anything you want to plug.
Okay.
You go first, Aaron.
Because I just said I'm not good at it.
Oh, okay.
It's, I can't. I'm happy to be here, and I don't have anything to plug right now, but, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I had a great time. I thought it was really fun doing this with women. I felt very comfortable, and I felt like we had a lot of really fun conversation. Stuff to plug. You can follow my Instagram at osully_7. And besides that, make sure to come back the next time and watch this podcast. Taylor does a really good job, but thank you to Maggie for taking over today.
Ooh, and please, comment below if you have a better word for masturbate, so.
Spay and neuter your friends, everybody. Have a good time. Now, for
I love that. That
the
was so
exciting part.
Oh yeah, got this.
Oh my God. Did I miss?
You missed.
God damn it. He told me he was gonna make me do this until I got it. Aren't we all glad that this is happening? Oh my God!
Does that hurt? It feels like it's kind of going fast. Yeah, like.
It's going real fast, but it is his fault. Oh! That one's for feminism.
In your sketches too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should come
Thank you so much for coming.
That
was super
I'd love
fun.
to. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'll need to get some girls for some sketches. I've been writing some sketches with some women. And
yeah.
Oh, that'd be
I'll need some
awesome.
chicks.
Fuck yeah.
I've been trying to write stuff like recently,